Hi, welcome to DVCOM Technology. My name is Seshu and I'm part of DVCOM support and training team. And today I'm going to show it to you how to configure DrayTek Vigor2866ax router. So before I'm going to start configuration of the lab, let's go and see what are the things that I'm going to do it. So the first thing is that how to configure multiple LANs. So I just give you some brief overview guys, and I will talk about you exactly what is the purpose of to create multiple LANs. Then second one is that after creating the different LANs, then how to enable the DHCP and DNS according to your requirement. Then finally we do the testing. So this is what I'm going to discuss about in this lab. So first of all, the important thing is that if you have a small network guys, then what you are going to do, you no need to create different subnets, right? So we can call it as a VLANs, right guys? So VLANs basically, if you want to do a segregation, LAN segregation. So for example, I want to configure, let's say, all my sales team into separate network, right? All my finance team into separate network, all my support team into different network, right? All my guests into separate network. So sometimes, because it's really helpful to provide additional security to your network, so that time we do, there is a logical segregation, right? So further, how you are going to achieve the logical segregation? By creating the VLANs, right? You can create the VLANs according to your requirement. Then after that, you are going to shift the ports according to your requirement. Then for each and every VLAN, you are going to configure different VLAN ID. For example, for sales, 10, finance 20, support 30, guest 40. So these are the VLAN IDs. Then along with that, you are going to configure different subnets. So for VLAN number 10, I'm going to use, for VLAN number 10, I'm going to configure different subnet, which is 192.168.10.0/24. For VLAN 20, I just want to configure 20.0. For VLAN number 30, I'm going to configure 30.0. For VLAN number 40 is my guest, so I just want to isolate them totally. So different subnet guys, right? So I can do like that, correct? So that I can able to apply some policies. If I want to apply only the policies for sales team, I can do that. So it's easy for me, right? The purpose is that whenever you are going to separate each and every department, the advantage is that it's easy to manage. Instead of this, if you keep everybody into the single subnet, let's say all my team members in the same subnet. So whatever policies I'm going to apply, it's going to affect to everybody, because your managers, right? Your support team, your senior finance managers, everybody in the same subnet. So whatever policies you are going to apply here, then it's going to impact to everybody. Okay, you cannot able to apply the security kind of things, right? For that, what we are going to do, once you make a logical separation, it's easy for you. For example, whatever policies I want to do, some restrictions I can apply only for sales team, but whenever I see the finance team, there is no restrictions, I can allow maximum. And support team, everything is allowed guys, right? And guest, I will apply some lot of restrictions guys. YouTube is not allowed, Facebook is not allowed, social media is not allowed, so many things that I can able to apply it, right? So this is kind of logical segregation. So in the DrayTek, what you can do the similar way that you can able to do it. The first one is that in the DrayTek we can call it as a like a port based VLAN, we can call it. You understand guys? So it's very simple. Port based is nothing but each and every port I am going to keep into the different VLAN. I can do that. Okay, so here I can create, right? So this port I can keep it for VLAN 10. This port I can keep it for VLAN 20. This port for VLAN 30. This port for VLAN 40. This port for VLAN 50. I can do that. But I have a question here. Dear, on the switch side, what you have to do, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's very interesting here. Let's say that whenever I keep, because I'm going to connecting to some manageable switch, right? We have a DrayTek switches are there. Inside the switch, I will keep this port into VLAN number 10. And some other ports also I will keep it into, whoever belongs to VLAN number 10, I will keep that ports into VLAN 10. So for all these people, whoever is connecting their computers here, PC1, PC2, for all these people, the gateway is this guy. So whatever you configured here, let's say 192.168.10.1/24, he is going to act as a gateway for VLAN number 10. And if you enable the DHCP, yes. If you enable the DNS, yes. Only those people going to get the IP address from the VLAN number 10. Alright guys, and same thing, if you take a VLAN number 20, let's change the color. So this is port number 2. Then I kept into VLAN number 20. And some computers I shifted into VLAN number 20. This is PC3 and this is PC4. Right guys? Alright. So these ports I kept into VLAN number 20. So these people are belongs to one broadcast domain. They are belongs to same VLAN. So that whatever you configured here, let's say you configured 192.168.20.1 is the gateway, and you have enabled the DHCP, you have enabled the DNS, right? So all these people whoever belongs to VLAN number 20, they are going to get the DHCP range and they are going to get the DNS. So everything, whatever you configured here, it's going to applicable. So 20.1 is the gateway for them. Right? So in case if you want to apply the policies and all, yes, you can do it. So that only these people also, they are going to get the impact, guys. The rest of the people, they don't get anything. So whatever the restrictions you want to apply, you can apply on the specific subnet. So that's the beauty of that. Similarly, I can keep this one into VLAN number 30. This one I can keep it into 40. This one I can keep it into 50. Okay, guys. But sometimes some people, they may ask you, okay, Sishu, we want to do like this. Let's say you have configured. Okay, guys, let's take a nice color, which is black. Let's say that I have configured here 192.160. Okay, I just want to take it a little bit because I want to draw for you switch 192.168.10.1, and this I kept into 20.1. This I kept into 20.2. This I kept into 20.3. Sorry guys, because of excitement I am just talking so many things. Yeah, this is 30.1 and this is 40.1 and this is 50.1. So here let's say I have connected into some unmanageable switch. Try to understand this one, guys. These are the unmanageable switch. So this switch, it doesn't know what is VLAN and all. So that time, whatever computers you are connecting here, then you should assign the static IP. You get my point, guys? In case if you enable the DHCP here, then your network will get lot of issues. Why? Because whoever get the discover message, then immediately whoever receive the discover message, then immediately the DHCP people will start offering that. So this is bad design, guys. So that's why always we recommend that use DrayTek switches, so that we have all manageable switches are there. We don't have any unmanageable switches. So the beauty of that, you can configure the VLANs according to your requirement, so that you can create a single broadcast domain. You get my point? For VLAN number 10, one single broadcast domain. 20, another broadcast domain. 30, another broadcast domain. So that whatever changes, whatever DHCP is going to configure it, it's going to impact only in that specific broadcast domain. Got it, guys? In case if it is an unmanageable switch, then what you have to do, this PC you have connected, right? And by default, all these ports, they don't know what is VLAN, right? So now manually you need to say, hello, your IP address is 10.5, your gateway is 10.1. Okay, maybe you forget and you enable the DHCP here. Okay, guys, for this network you enable the DHCP, then immediately you will get the IP, and this guy also will get the IP address. Okay, in case if you enable the DHCP in different subnets, then we don't know which PC has taken which IP address. This is like a completely mesh, guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So that's why whenever you want to configure a VLANs, and make sure that you should use proper switches, means which is manageable switches, and you should use the proper gateways like a DrayTek. Why? Because DrayTek has the capability, it can support the international standards. So that's why I always recommend you, whenever you are going to configure the VLANs and all, make sure that the customer site is ready to do these activities. Otherwise, what will happen? You are going to create lot of mesh. So that if the customer is very specific, then make sure that they have a right switches, the right DrayTek switches or not, right, they have a proper DrayTek router is there or not. So you need to consider all these things, guys. But right now, what is my plan? I just want to configure each port into different VLAN. Okay, this is called port based. This is what I'm trying to do. All right, guys. And there is one more is there, which is a tag based. The tag based, I'm going to talk about it in my next video. Okay, don't worry about it. Definitely, I'm going to explain about that. But first, let's go and finish this port based. So according to my lab topology, port number 1 is belongs to 10, which means I'm going to make it the LAN subnet is 192.168.10. The second one 20, third one 30, fourth one 40, and fifth one 50. Okay, let's go and do that. Okay, guys. So let's go and access my DrayTek router, which is here. So the default username is admin. The default password is admin. Then after that, you can just click on login. Say OK. Then the first thing is that, guys, you just go here, click on the LAN, and you can see here general setup by default. These are all are grayed out. Did you see here? You cannot able to do anything. Even I cannot able to click here also. Right, guys? Why? Because we are not configured yet. That's the reason it's showing like that. So let's go and configure it. Click on VLAN. First of all, you need to enable this. Now you can see here port number 1. Okay, but I just want to show it to you something interesting, guys. And here my PC, see here, my PC is connected here directly, right? My PC is connected and I have configured what is the network, guys? 192.168.10.0 network. And my PC is here directly in this network, correct? So I don't want to disturb that. So which means my plan of action is little bit changed. What is that? So I'm going to configure for this 192.168.11.0/24 because it's a port number 1. This one I will give you 192.168.22.0, and this one I am trying to give you 192.168.33.0 because this is port number 3. That's what my meaning, guys. Yeah, and this one 192.168.44.0, which means this is port number 4. That's what I'm trying to do here. Okay, so that I don't want to disturb this guy. Okay, let's go and do it silently, guys. How you can do it? Let's go and quickly do it step by step. Be focus it what I'm trying to do here. So enable this. Then first thing is that port number 5. Okay, I don't want to disturb this. And here, guys, one more thing I forgot to tell you. You can see here, have a close look. It's written there is some subnets are configured. LAN 1. What is the subnet they configured, guys? 192.168.10 network. LAN 2, 2 network. LAN 3, 3 network. LAN 4, 4 network. LAN 5, 5 network. LAN 6, 6. Like this they configured it, guys. So this is, you need to understand something tricky part here. This is what most of the people they get confused. Just go to the VLAN. Now enable this. First of all, port number 5 is belongs to LAN 1. Why I said to you don't disturb that. And also I have configured SSID 1 in 2.4 and I configured SSID 1 for 5 GHz also. Correct? I don't want to disturb this. Then after that, port number 1 I selected. See, guys, I selected only port number 1. And here I'm going to select LAN 2. In case if you want to configure different SSID, you can do that. And port number 2, I told you that I need to configure on LAN 3. Port number 3, I want to keep it on LAN number 4. Port number 4, I want to configure it on LAN number 5. Alright, guys, you can see it here, but SSID still I didn't decide it. If you want, you can do that as well. So now what I will do for you, for LAN 1, you understand, guys, for LAN, if you see here LAN 2, right now it has port number 1 is there, and I want to keep SSID 2 also. okay, and LAN 3. So for that, what I'm going to do, guys, port number 2 is there, and I'm going to keep it SSID 3. Okay, guys, don't get confused, man. Okay, now LAN 4, I'm going to keep it on SSID 4. All right, guys. So this is what I'm trying to do for 2.4 gigahertz. And for 5, because this is, I am just making you to confuse, guys. You try to watch this video 1 or 2 times, then you will get a complete idea. Because you try to understand this exactly how it's working. Now, if you see here, 5 gigahertz, so far I didn't do anything. Okay, to avoid the confuse for you, so for example, you see here port number 4 is getting a LAN 5. So I am going to enable SSID 4. Okay, only for this if you want. Okay, otherwise you can just disable it or you just enable it, because this is purposefully I am trying to do to understand the technology. Okay, what exactly the DrayTek they are expecting from you. You get my point? Okay, now you can see here, this is what I configured it. If you want, you can note it down, other else I'm going to come back again here, I will do the changes. Okay, and for LAN 1 only, I just enable SSID 1 in 5 gigahertz and SSID 1 in 2.4 gigahertz and port number 5. And again, if you see here for LAN 2, I just kept port number 1 and SSID 2 for 2.4. And LAN 3, I kept port number 2 and SSID 3. And LAN 4, I kept port number 3 and SSID 4. And LAN 5, I kept port number 4 and I just enable 5 gigahertz. And I didn't enable any 2.4. Alright, guys, are you able to understand this? This is one of the very important and interesting thing that everybody has to understand. Yeah, so this is what I am trying to do. Now whenever I click OK, then it will show it to you for the reboot. So you can say OK. Now you can see here 2, 3, 4 and 5 is getting to enable. So it's going to reboot now, guys. So wait for a few seconds. So if you want to test, I mean, if you say that, man, what's going to happen? We want to see it. How quick is going to come? Just type here ping -t, then type the IP address. Okay, still I am not disturbing my port, right? 192.168.10.1. So just wait now, it's going to come back, guys. So if I am not getting a reply, which means I did some mistake, guys. Okay, so once I am getting a reply, then I don't have any problem. Okay, there you go. All right, so I am working. I have a internet connectivity, and let's go and check it also quickly. Ping 4.2.2. Yes, thank you. I got internet. Just refresh this and go on connect it. Admin. Say login. Now you just go and have a look here. Something strange that you are able to see here. What is that? Now you can just go to the LAN, click on the general setup. Now you can guys are see here for LAN 2.1. And if you want, as per your lab topology, you can change it. But I don't want to change it, guys. Okay, because I want to use the same. This is fine for me. There is no problem. But one thing you notice here, okay, in my upcoming videos, I will talk about that. There is a NAT usage. There is a routing usage. You should know what is the difference between these two. Whenever you use as a NAT usage, guys, then only you are able to act as a NAT interface. Okay, then you can able to forward this traffic to the internet. The routing usage is nothing but it's a different purpose. I will give you one example in my next video, then definitely you can go through it, then you can able to understand it. These are the very important things that you need to understand, guys, so that you can able to do completely the customer network as per their requirement. Okay, so I don't want to do more than this, so let's go and test it. Okay, let's go and do that. So I just want to remove my PC. Okay, what I'm going to do, LAN 2 is nothing but, who is that, guys? LAN 2 is belongs to port number 1, right? So let's go and connect it. So what is the IP address that I'm going to get? All right, guys, let's go and check it, because this is very important. So which IP address I need to get? I need to get the IP address from 192.168.2 subnet. Okay, already you saw that. Okay, just click on here, click on the details page. The DHCP is enabled. Okay, let's go and check it, guys. So I want to connect, just go here on my dashboard. I just write it for you so that you guys can understand, guys. Everybody can see it and understand that what I am doing here, right? So now port number 1, I just configured 192.168.2.1, right? And port number 2, I configured 192.168.3.1. Port number 3, 190, I'm sorry guys, 192.168.4.1. Port number 4, 192.168.5.1. So now this port we are not disturbing. It's already 192.168.10.1. Right guys? These are all /24 and DHCP is enabled. Correct? So let's go and check it now. So now I am going to connect my laptop on directly on port number 1. Let's go and check it now. So I removed it and I connect it. There you go. So the port is up. Let's go and check it what IP address I got it, guys. I am really exciting to see this. Go to the CMD, IP config. There you go. You see guys, congratulations that I got this IP, right? Which is 192.168.2.10 and I got subnet mask and I got default gateway. So this is the one I got the details. Okay, so now I need to check whether I can get the internet or not, right guys? So if I type ping 4.2.2.2, I can get the internet, or do I need to do anything? Let's go and check it, guys, because everybody has to understand these are the very important things. Ping 4.2.2, congratulations. Now ping www.google.com. See guys, okay, then who is the converting this? See here, directly the request is went to my service provider network, which means my do router. I told you before, and directly from there it got the conversion. Why? I didn't specify any DNS. You get my point, guys? See here. See here. This is what I want to show you to you guys, because you need to observe it all the time. See, who is acting as a DNS? Directly these guys, 192.168.254.1, which is my do service provider router is there. So which is connected directly with the internet. There it getting this. Hope you guys are getting some idea, guys. It's very, very important to understand. So in case if you want to change the DNS, you just go here. Then after that you can see, but again you can see here I'm not able to access because I'm trying to access through 10.1. So I'm going here 192.168.2.1. Now I can admin. See here, say OK. Then after that click on the LAN, and after that you can go to the general setup. Then after that click on details page. Here you can change the DNS. I don't want to do it, guys, for you to understand. Now the second step is that what I'm trying to show here. Then I want to show it to you back again. Just go to your dashboard. Now we are going to test this guy, port number 2. Port number 2 means what is the network, guys? This is LAN 3, correct? This is the one subnet I'm going to get. Let's go and see there. So I'm going to disconnect from here and I'm going to connect there. See here, port number 2 means LAN 3 subnet I'm going to get it, right? So let's go and check it now. So go to the command prompt, type ipconfig, then go up. See guys, I got 3 network. Let's go and check it. Ping 4.2.2, congratulations, I got the internet. So now I am trying to access through 2 networks. Just say refresh. See, I cannot. So what I want to do now, I need to change to 3. There you go. So I can get the access, admin and admin. Now this time it will show it to you, port number 2. So similarly port number 3 and port number 4. But you have a question. Now Seshu, in case if you want to configure the wireless, how you are going to do it? Let's go and check it. Wireless, general setup. So I just want to enable it here. Okay guys. So this is for, I can say, LAN 2 subnet. Okay guys. And which one I am going to assign here? Okay. LAN 2 subnet, right guys? Which one I am going to assign here? So that is little bit you need to understand. So LAN 2 subnet, and I don't want to apply to which one? I need to assign to SSID 2. Okay guys, LAN 2 subnet, and I am going to be SSID 2. Or else if I want to configure all the profiles, I can able to do it as well. Okay, so this is little bit tricky part that you need to understand. Okay, this is what, because this is for again for your schedules guys, why I am trying to make you confused to understand more and more. Okay, there is no relationship here. Yeah, because this is what I'm trying to pay you more attention guys. Okay, this is related to what, it belongs to a schedules. So in case if you create any schedules, then only it's going to work. But here your focus is that this is the one SSID and it's there too. So already SSID 2, you said that you should get the subnet of 192.168.3. Right? And SSID 3 is a different subnet, right? Let's go and check it guys. Don't get confused here, because I just make you to understand something. That's why I'm trying to tell something, whether you are focusing or not. This is what my main objective. Okay, now you can see here LAN 2 192.168.2 network, LAN 3 192.168.3 network, LAN 4 192.168.4 network. Just go to the VLAN, and here SSID 2 is belongs to which network? You can see here LAN 2 network. LAN 2 is nothing but what is the subnet guys for LAN 2? Subnet is 192.168.2 network. Okay, that is what you need to understand. So you are going to get that. So I am going here for testing purpose, go to the general setup, and I am going to enable it, and I am going to say here something LAN 2. Just the SSID name. Say OK. Don't get any confused. And here security, give the password, go to SSID, and I just want to enable the same, then just specify that. So I'm going to give okay, say okay. I don't want to save this. All right, it got saved. So this is SSID 2 and it got saved, and the subnet is, SSID name is LAN 2 subnet. Okay guys, so I'm going to be log out from here, and quickly let's go and check it. Okay, so let's go to ncpa.cpl. I know that the Wi-Fi is disabled, that's why I'm showing to you step by step. So disable this, say refresh. Okay, so that you can go and see here. Okay, Wi-Fi is enabled, so click on this. Now you can see here LAN 2 subnet has come up or not. See here LAN 2 subnet has come. Click on that. So I'm going to connect. What is the password guys? This one, right? p@ssw0rd. Say next. So just go and see it. What is the IP address, you get it. Yeah. So because this is something tricky guys. Click on details. See here. You get my point? Yeah. Now what I can do now, I just go here 192.168.2.1, then username is admin, password is admin. Okay, say okay. Then you can see here, yeah, even I didn't connect on any port. So there is a virtual interface which is configured, and you just go here on the diagnostics, then select the DSCP table. There you can able to see from the LAN to who got the IP address. All right guys, so you understand this, right? So this is the fun part. But did you see here, I didn't connect any switch. Yeah, I didn't connect any switch. See, this is the proof guys. You can see here, I didn't connect any switch or anything, but still I can able to configure the SSIDs into different subnets. That's the magic of your DrayTek. That's the beauty of your DrayTek. That's why I try to make you to confuse, because you can watch my videos multiple times so that you can get some idea. So similarly, you can do it for LAN 3, LAN 4 and LAN 5. So this is what the overview about it. And in case if you have any concerns and related to the sales, you can just drop an email sales@datawise.com. In case technically you are finding some challenges, you can drop an email support@datawise.com. I hope This has been informative and I would like to thank you for viewing.